All right, traders, we need to get back to work. We need to cover AMC very quickly. People got upset yesterday. I went on a little bit too much maybe about my emotions and feelings about some of the stuff going on in the community. So no more nonsense. Straight to the content here in the video. We going up, down, sideways? Are we going to go to the moon or not? Let's get to the content right now. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Let's get to it.
I got no drip in my pocket. Must have forgot it, or maybe
We're literally going to get straight into it. We're not wasting any time at all. No nonsense anymore in the channel. I heard your request. I heard your comments. We're doing it, boys. So the first one we're talking about is Adam Aaron here. He sent out this tweet pretty late last night. I couldn't make a video over it. I just got busy, tired, and I kind of just didn't want to make the video last night. So what was going on? This is what he tweeted regarding the share vote. He is already in desperation begging for the yes votes. I am telling you now, I will vote no 1,000% unless we hit above $150. I will then give him a yes vote out of the kindness of my heart. Until then, I will not be voting yes on anything. I will be voting no across the board out of spite because he sold those shares, just so you know. Some of you fear dilution, but may be neglecting that equity raising is a powerful tool to strengthen a company and help shareholders. AMC said 5 times in January, May, and June 2021 this year that we diluted shares, but as a result, raised $2.5 billion. AMC is so much stronger because we did this. AMC's board and management believe you should vote yes. They are telling you to vote yes to authorize 25 million new shares. Remember, they cannot be issued before January 2022, more than 6 months from now. See our proxy materials for a more complete information and essential disclaimers. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this for a second. I'm gonna tell you my emotions and feelings on this. So I want to make this very quick and to the point. When we're talking about what's going on here, dilution is bad for a stock. Look at what happened to Torchlight. I don't care what anyone says. Basic fundamental analysis on a stock, on a company, on the financials. If you dilute a stock, you are giving them the utilization will go down. You're giving them more shares to borrow, whatever they want to do with them. Apes have to buy more, and I don't know if people really want to buy more. If you do, kudos, you might want to. I don't know. This is not good. I am voting no. They will pull more shares out of their butt wherever they can. And the most important part, he acts like this is going to be done by 2022, the short squeeze. I don't believe it will be. We've already gone on for almost over 6 months at this point. What's stopping us from going another 6 months? If now we believe this is a Tesla type short where this could take over a year long, AMC is just really hitting that midway marker. Remember when Tesla hit $400 the first time and then it eventually ran up to 1,000 and further than that, and then it just stock split and it ran back to 1,000? The same thing could possibly happen here if you're thinking that possibility. So you do not want any dilution. And let me tell you what Elon Musk did. Did he dilute? No. They hit an astronomical number, then they did a stock split, and then they ran back up. But he was not diluting like a madman. Now, the other part of this, they aren't using any of that money raised from dilution to pay down debt. They have not shared a newsletter about paying off debt, anything like that. That is the only way that I would want to even assume giving dilution, but they're not even paying off the debt to kind of help the bull case. So no nonsense. I hate it. I'm not voting yes to it. That tweet in itself is just sheer stupidity from my understanding. Hopefully that wasn't too long of a tangent, but now let's look at the chart. Now the chart, things got interesting. I was about 99% sure we'd get a retest of $57, which we did. And that's where I contemplated opening up these options. However, looking at the stock, we broke pretty much straight through it, came and retested, came back down, and trended sideways. Things started to get pretty interesting from here. Now, if we look here, you're still getting another bear flag. In my opinion, if we cannot break above $57, this thing is clearly coming back down to the $52 range down here. It's just a ticking time bomb. It looks identical to how it looked back in March and April. It's the same trend. I keep trying to tell everyone, you're just trending sideways in between $64 and $52. That is all that's going on. You're going to be bouncing up and down until we start getting that momentum push, till utilization is probably back at 100%, which most likely it will be very soon, till that borrow fee starts to increase increase as well. All these things are going to be pretty big catalysts for the more run to the upside. Those are going to be things you're going to want to look for. So short term, it's looking like we're just going to start keep trending sideways. To clarify, short term, it looks like we're just going to trend sideways and just bounce in and out of this zone. Now, if you want to make money on your options, this is a really good time to do so, swinging in and out. I think it's a very good opportunity to be buying and playing that bottom there. I see no reason for a massive dump, and people are saying, Tyler, day traders like you are ruining the stock. Well, Timmy, let me break something down for you. Now let's play a game. Let's say that these brokers are in fact hedging these positions. The positions that I personally am grabbing are far out of the money, around $100 typically every single time, because I'm trying to grab the ones with the best implied volatility, which is going to give me the most bang for my buck, just so you know. So the 100s typically make me the most because they're very cheap, and then when you get that volatile spike, they go up in value pretty quickly, and then I can get my money out. Now, it's worth mentioning, they are only hedging the options that are close to in the money, which typically represents around $10 to where the price is right now. So, for example, if we're about 2 weeks out, they're not going to hedge $40 out of the money. That logically doesn't make any sense. So if we don't even hit that price, it's not going to hurt the stock if you're following what I'm saying. Now, if you're not following what I'm saying, then you probably just don't understand options and you just shouldn't speak on it. The last thing I want to highlight is actually going to be the OBV. You're sitting in this trend and in this pennant. In my opinion, it looks like you want to get somewhat of a breakdown. It looks very similar to how we reacted in this one right here. You got a breakdown and then a strong push back up. Now, what I would suspect from here is going to be about a $52 test. You might come down to $40. I don't see us breaking around the $40 range. If you break $40, in my opinion, the trend could get really nasty, and then you're going to want to really watch to see if retail starts to sell. However, I think 52 will be a really strong support, and then $40 is kind of like my bottom area right now. I don't see us breaking past that unless retail starts to really sell off, which I don't see happening. All right, so I hope that video was a little bit better. I hope it was more to the point. I'll try to keep them more to the point and, you know, all the nonsense out of it. So looking at AMC right now, sitting in no options, again, in zero options right now, because we are bear flagging and the price action is telling me we are personally going to get a dip down. Now, could we mount the VWAP and start pushing back up? It is possible that we could mount VWAP and then get above the daily open at $57 and make a push back to the upside. But right now, looking at options for myself, I'm trying to grab the least risk possible. That's why $52 was such a good area to buy at last time, and that's where I'm going to continue to watch. Now, personally, again, I want to make it very known, I am not trading puts on this. I'm not shorting this. I have no reason to do that. Not just from a standpoint of saying, let's go apes. It's more from a standpoint too of it's just not a profitable outcome in my opinion. I think there's too much risk associated with betting against this stock because it's proven that retail does not want to sell and they're actually buying more at these levels as well. So that's one thing you need to focus on. It's looking pretty promising. I still like what we're seeing. It's just going to take more time than expected. And also I am voting no. I don't know if I made that clear enough in the beginning of the video. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. We'll be back. Namaste.
Don't got enough to go cop it. I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we might have